Assalamu alaikum, everyone. His Royal Highness Prince Adam bin Alwaleed is here in Olympia, and once again, I am free. I am truly free because of the fact that I have diplomatic immunity. It's been established and confirmed. Even though those of you out there that refuse to do all the checking and refuse to verify something that is critical, and you're a violator of the diplomatic relations treaty called the Vienna Convention. And by the way, some of you, I'm coming for you in Arizona. All of you corrupt cops in Quartzsite, I'm coming for you because you are violators. And I'm not going to be coming alone, bringing my Saudi royal army if necessary, because you are an egregious violator and you have done me wrong. And by the way, I just want you to note, Saudi Arabia nearly runs the world. Okay, the Middle East is where your Jesus came from. So that, by itself, is one reason why they do that. Israel and Saudi Arabia are nearly allies, if not already. They are the cabal, or they are major part of the cabal. I am part of the cabal, but I'm an undertow that is going in a different direction. If you notice the upper design of my Shema, it is in heart shape. Why is that? Because I live in the fifth dimension, people. It's all about love. And I love you people. I do not want you to die, Arizona cops in Quartzsite. I do not want you to die. No. You are in international trouble now. You have created an international incident because of your corruption. And thus, you must be an example. I'm coming for you. I'm making the announcement. I've declared war upon you. And it is because of my love for you that you are not going to die. I will personally oversee your imprisonment. And until such time that you are not corrupt and that you are rehabbed, because as I said in many, many of my phrases, dead people do not learn lessons. So, God doesn't want to kill you. They want to teach you. I want to teach you. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to give you a formal education in international law so that you can go back. You will never be a cop again, but you can go back and become a better version of yourself, I hope. I don't even like using the word hope because that is a very dry statement. So, I'm not being negative. I'm trying to teach you a lesson. You cannot be corrupt and live to tell the tale. That which has a beginning thus always has an end. What has a beginning has an end, and there is an end to your corruption. There is an end to all of this that is beginning. And guess what the end is going to be? A sovereign nation. It's like a one world order that has fallen because it's an empire. Okay? They've created an empire which can be toppled. And that empire has an end. So what is the beginning of, what is the bridge on the other side? What does it bridge to? Aha. I can foretell the future because I am a sayer and a seer. I have more than two eyes. So, here's the deal. And I'm not high on any drugs. I have allergies. Okay? I have some serious allergies. Everybody thinks I got pink eye. I do not. I've had this since 2013. So, pink eye doesn't last that long. Think about it. I've taken antibiotics, and those things did not work. So it is not the problem. It is the allergens. It is the pollution. It is the bottleneck of pollution. So, I tell you, I note that even in this forest, that I cannot go barefooted as I would want to, because of the fact that there are needles all over this place. Understand? There are needles. Lazy people who do just drop their heroin needles and their crack needles and whatever needles into the forest, and they leave them there, and you never see them until they poke you. So you have to go with your soles, and these soles that I have are military police issue type shoes, which is why I wear them. I bought them at Walmart. Yes, I did. I bought them at Walmart. That's where they buy theirs, okay? They're not really police issue. They're just street hiking type boots. And I love these boots. You know why? Because they served me well. They last for about a year or a year and a half, depending on how well or how much I do in walking. When I was doing all my walking and without my truck, I wore out a pair of shoes every 6 months. That was a high expense because I paid nearly $100 for these shoes every 6 months. You see? So, and then you add the $100 I'm buying for phones, or the $100. Excuse me, can I bum a smoke off of you? Oh, shucks. That's how it goes. Ask, and sometimes you receive and sometimes you do not. But God always provides. If it wasn't that guy, maybe it was going to be another one. You see, I attract many, many people, even here. I could go into the middle of the forest, I mean, hundreds of miles away from anything, and still see somebody. Because why? The witchy little agents out there, forest rangers and different people in the state, want to mess with me, and they want to watch me, and I'm being watched through satellite. They're using infrared mode because I'm covered in trees. You see, I use the cover of trees so that it masks my presence. You see, and it does provide some shade, which I did not have in the another concrete jungle. This is a concrete jungle. And it has its own jungle, which is actually where the homeless are. And they perform raids there. Wait a minute, didn't they tell people to go to the jungle and stay there because they don't want them to go anywhere else? Oh, wait a minute. That's a contradiction. So they're just messing with people because they can. They're just exerting power. You see, that's that stupid contradiction. And I'm going to give these people a break. I'm going to file a restraining order against all forms of law enforcement. I'm going to get their names. I'm going to fill out the paperwork, and I'm going to get a list of all their names, and I'm going to staple that list to the restraining order. And I'm going to list it on the restraining order, on the back sheet of the restraining order in case they tear it off. Well, I have all kinds of backup plans. I'm kind of sneaky that way. So, yes, I know how to write a law, and I've written a law. I helped pass a law. So I'm very, very legally savvy. If you think that I can't beat the law that I create, you got another thing coming. You guys don't even realize that I can create this thing and give these people 14 days of rest from being raided and harassed. It is harassment. They have not done anything. They are just living. So that is called harassment. And it's a contradictory to what they have already asked them. Oh, you can't be in the city. You can't camp here, you can't camp there, you can't camp here, but you can camp over here in this little forest where we don't see you and nobody bothers you. Okay. Well, once they say that, they don't tell you that they conduct raids. What are they raiding? Heroin is legal in this state, last time I checked. And weed is legal, so they can't do anything about that. The only thing they may have is anyone that's living there that is a felon that is not supposed to have a firearm. Maybe that's what it is. But they're, in this state, very, very pro-arms. So, very civil rights motivated here. So, that's the corruption. So I'm going to go kick some ass. I'm going to tell these people they can't leave their station for 14 days. They can go to work and get paid for sitting on their laurels. Maybe the only time they may have. I'm going to tell them that everybody within the confines of the city of Olympia now have a restraining order against all forms of police. So I can actually do that. I can just say, all citizens of the city of Olympia versus the police department of Olympia. I can just say that in wording and put a blanketed restraining order against them for 14 days. And they can't do anything. They can't ticket anybody. They couldn't even get the ticketing people. And I said all forms of law enforcement means ticketing. Little meter maids and ticket people. Can't use them either. They have to stay in the station house. They can play cards. Maybe some chess. Maybe they can go whack off in the men's bathroom. Maybe they can use a janitor's closet to go fuck each other. But if you attack me, I'm taking you straight to LA, and I'm taking you, or I'm going to take you straight to Houston. I may drive you to Houston my damn self at your expense. Do you want me to do that? I can do that to the mayor. I can do that to the lieutenants. I can do that to anyone in law enforcement. Do you understand me? That goes for the ones in Arizona. That goes for the one... I could take that judge. I could go whip his ass with a taser. See ya. And the cops would be chasing me, yes. But they would have no effect. And even if they took out my tires, I'd put out some bulletproof tires. I have 6-ply tires on my truck now. Do you want to see? Check this out. That's a 6-ply tire right there. Yep. That is a 6-ply tire. Indeed. Yep. And I learned my lesson. I ran over something that looked like a spike that fell off the back of a flatbed trailer of a semi in my journey leaving or on the freeway going to San Diego. I hit something and the guy behind me hit it and ended up having to pull over and change two of his tires. I just kept going because, well, it didn't even go into my tires. It didn't even pop. Just bounced off the rubber and went somewhere else. So, yeah. Talk about angels watching over me. Boy, I'm so lucky, aren't I? No, the angels are blessing me with their ability to watch over me. And if you hadn't noticed, I haven't been stuck anywhere. I haven't broke down anywhere. I have been all those miles and I've never broke down anywhere. Nothing has happened to me ever. Have you noticed that? How many miles have I gone without a thing happening to me? Add the miles up, baby. This truck has never broke down on me. It may look like a wreck, but it's never broke down on me. What does that tell you? That I am blessed. Well, His Royal Highness loves you, and I am enjoying my stay here in Olympia. So, maybe I'll get a chance to demonstrate my powers here in Olympia, because the corruption is so bad. I love you guys. MashaAllah.